For the past 6 years, I've been shopping at Walmart, not because it's trendy, but because I've learned something most people miss. While everyone's refreshing their Target app and waiting for Amazon deliveries, I'm walking through aisles most shoppers ignore, finding items that are absolute gold for under 10 bucks. Number 12 is sitting in your local Walmart right now for less than $6, and it's going to sell out the second people figure out what I'm about to tell you. The problem is that when everyone reads the same TikTok hauls and buys the same viral products, those are exactly what disappear first. Back in late 2022, I watched the Stanley Cup craze clear entire displays in 2 hours. But there were 10 other items in those same aisles, better quality, better prices, still fully stocked the next day. Nobody touched them because nobody knew to look. This is not a haul video. This is your shortcut to the stuff that actually matters before it's gone. Let me start with something that sounds completely boring, but changed everything about how I shop. Number 1. The Mainstays brand kitchen towel set. 6-pack. $4.72. Before you roll your eyes thinking kitchen towels are kitchen towels, here's what nobody talks about. Walmart's Mainstays line is made in the same factories as brands that cost 3 times more. I know this because a guy who works in textile sourcing, 15 years in the business, told me exactly how store brands work. Same machines, same cotton blend, different label. I bought a set 2 years ago just to test them, use them daily, wash them at least 100 times. They're still softer than the name brand ones I paid 14 bucks for at Target. Here's what I do. I keep 2 sets in rotation and 1 backup set sealed in my linen closet. Total cost, under $15. Meanwhile, people are spending $50 on trendy waffle weave towels that fall apart in 6 months. Most shoppers walk right past Mainstays because the packaging looks plain. That's exactly why it's always in stock when the fancy stuff is gone. Look, prices on household basics are climbing faster than most people can track. I did the math for you and put together a free resource that lists the exact 17 Walmart items you need to grab before everyone else catches on. It'll upgrade your home setup for less than what most people spend on one branded product. You can grab it for free at the link in the description so you can stop overpaying for names and start actually saving hundreds. Number 2 is going to sound too simple. The Equate brand magic erasers. 16 count box, $5.24. That's 32 cents per eraser. The name brand Mr. Clean version costs $9 for 8. You're paying over $1 each for the exact same melamine foam. I tested this myself last month. Put an Equate eraser on one scuff mark. Mr. Clean on an identical mark right next to it. Took photos. Timed it. No difference. None. The chemical composition is identical because melamine foam is melamine foam. Here's the thing. Every cleaning influencer pushes Mr. Clean because that's what gets them sponsorships. Nobody's making affiliate money off Walmart's Equate line. Well, so it never gets mentioned. I keep 2 boxes under every sink in my house. Use them on baseboards, light switches, wall marks, shoe scuffs. 1 box lasts me 4 months. I haven't bought name brand erasers in 3 years. When the next cleaning product shortage hits, and it will, the Mr. Clean shelf will be empty. Equate will be sitting there fully stocked because most people have no idea it's the same thing. Number 3 sounds boring until you realize what you've been wasting. Hefty Ultra Strong trash bags, Walmart exclusive pack. 45-gallon, 80 count. $12.68. That's 15 cents per bag. The Glad Force Flex bags everyone buys cost $22 for the same count at most stores. I switched to these 18 months ago after a kitchen renovation left me hauling heavy demolition debris. These bags held chunks of drywall, old tile, wet plaster. Not one rip, not one tear. Here's what most people don't know. Trash bag strength isn't about brand. It's about mil thickness. Hefty Ultra Strong is 1.05 mil. That's thicker than most premium bags. I've loaded these with 15 pounds of kitchen waste, carried them down 2 flights of stairs in the rain, tossed them into a dumpster, never had one break. The Glad bags I used before, $3 more expensive, ripped twice in 1 month. Now I buy 2 boxes of Hefty every 6 weeks. Cost me 25 bucks and I never think about trash bags. Meanwhile, people are spending $40 a month chasing brand names that underperform. This one seems random, but it's absolute gold. Number 4. Great value aluminum foil, heavy duty, 200 square feet. Faced $4.36. Reynolds wrap, heavy duty, same square footage, costs $8.47 at Target. You're paying almost double for foil that does the exact same job. I used to think foil was foil until I started meal prepping in bulk. I wrap everything: baked potatoes, grilled vegetables, marinated chicken, cookie dough logs. Last summer, I wrapped 20 ears of corn for a cookout. Every single one came off the grill perfectly steamed inside, charred outside. The great value foil held up to direct flame without tearing. Here's the move. I buy 3 rolls at a time, keep them stacked in my pantry. One roll lasts me about 8 weeks. Total annual cost, around $26. People spending double that on Reynolds aren't getting better foil. They're paying for a brand they recognize. But when supply chain issues hit again, the name brands disappear first. Store brands sit untouched because shoppers assume they're inferior. They're not. Number 5 is something I ignored for years, and I regret it. The Equate brand ibuprofen, 500 count bottle, $9.48. Advil brand, same count, costs $32 at CVS. Same active ingredient, same dosage, same result. The FDA requires generic medications to be bioequivalent to name brands. That means your body processes them identically. I switched last year after spending $60 in 3 months on Advil. Bought the Equate bottle. It's been 14 months. I'm still working through it. I keep it in my medicine cabinet, my car, my gym bag. I take 2 after long runs, after heavy lifting days, during headaches. Works every single time. That's the same as Advil did. Here's what nobody tells you. Pharmaceutical companies spend millions on advertising to make you think the brand matters. It doesn't. The active ingredient is ibuprofen either way. Most people grab Advil out of habit, pay triple, and never question it. When cold and flu season hits hard, Advil sells out instantly. Equate stays stocked because people don't trust store brand medicine. That's free money left on the table. This next one is a game changer if you cook at all. Number 6. Great value extra virgin olive oil, 51 ounces, $7.62. That's 14 cents per ounce. Filippo Berio, the brand everyone thinks is premium, costs $19 for the same size. I did a blind taste test with my family last year, poured both oils into unmarked cups, dipped bread, tasted side by side. Nobody could tell the difference. Both are cold pressed. Both are extra virgin grade. The only difference is the label. Here's what I use it for: salad dressings, roasting vegetables, sautéing garlic, drizzling over pasta. One bottle lasts me about 5 weeks. I go through 10 bottles a year. That's $76 total. If I bought Filippo Berio, I'd spend $190. That's $114 a year on identical oil. People overpay for Italian names on the bottle because it feels fancier. The oil inside is the same quality. When olive oil prices spiked in 2023, the imported brands tripled in cost overnight. Great value barely moved. Stock up now while it's still under $8. Number 7 is hiding in plain sight and nobody notices. Hyper Tough brand hand tools. Walmart exclusive. Boss 16-piece screwdriver set, $9.97. The Craftsman equivalent costs $34 at Lowe's. I've used this set to assemble furniture, fix door hinges, tighten cabinet hardware, repair loose outlets. 2 years of regular use. Not one strip screw, not one bent tip. Here's the secret. Most hand tools in the budget and mid-range tier are made in the same overseas factories. They swap out the branding at the end of the line. A sourcing manager I know confirmed this. He's seen Hyper Tough and name brand tools roll off identical machines minutes apart. I keep a set in my garage, one in my kitchen junk drawer, one in my car, my kitchen junk drawer, one in my car trunk. Total investment under $30. People are paying $100 for tool sets with a recognizable name, thinking they're getting better quality. They're not. When DIY projects trend on social media, tool sections get rated. The premium brands go first. Hyper Tough sits there untouched because the name doesn't sound impressive. That's exactly why it's always available. This one sounds weird, but stay with me. Number 8. Pen & Gear brand. Gel pens, 24 pack, $3.74. Pilot G, 2 pens, same count, cost $16.98 on Amazon. I'm a list person. I write everything down. Grocery lists, daily tasks, project notes, budget tracking. I go through pens fast. I used Pilot G2 for years, because that's what everyone said was the best. Then I ran out one day, grabbed pen and gear at Walmart just to have something. The ink flows smoother, the grip feels identical, no skipping, no smudging. I've used the same pack for 7 months, and I'm only halfway through. Here's what matters. The ink cartridge and ball mechanism are manufactured to the same specs as premium pens. Store brands license the same technology. You're getting the same writing experience for a fifth of the price. People spend hundreds a year on Pilot and Sharpie because those brands dominate office supply stores. Pen and Gear is Walmart exclusive, so it never shows up in those comparisons. Next time back to school, shopping clears the shelves, Pilot will be gone in hours. Pen and Gear will still be there. Number 9 is one of those things you don't think about until you need it. Great value batteries. A48 pack, $13.22. Duracell 48 pack costs $26. That's double the price for nearly identical performance. I tested these during a power outage last winter, had flashlights running for 6 hours straight on great value AAs. They outlasted the Duracell batteries I had in another flashlight by 40 minutes. Consumer Reports did a breakdown 2 years ago. Store brand alkaline batteries perform within 5% of name brands in most devices. That difference is meaningless for everyday use. I keep a bulk pack in my utility closet. Use them in remotes, wireless keyboards, kids' toys, bathroom scales, smoke detectors. One pack lasts my household about 4 months. I replace them all twice a year, whether they're dead or not, just for safety. Total annual cost, around $40. If I use Duracell, I'd spend $80. That's people buy Duracell and Energizer because the bunny and the copper top make them feel confident. Confidence costs you $50 a year for no reason. This one blew my mind when I figured it out. Number 10. Equate brand flushable wipes. 8 packs of 48 wipes. $9.96. Cottonelle flushable wipes, same total count, cost $18.73. That's almost double. I started using flushable wipes 3 years ago, and I'll never go back. They're cleaner, more efficient, better for sensitive skin. I tried Cottonelle first because that's what I saw advertised. Worked fine, then I tried Equate just to compare. Same thickness, same moisture level, same clean feel. The only difference is the package design. Both break down in water the same way because they have to meet the same flushability standards to be labeled as such. Here's my routine. I go through about 1 pack per person per month in my house. 4 people, 4 packs a month, 12 months. That's 48 packs a year. Buying Equate saves me over $100 annually compared to Cottonelle. When supply shortages hit in 2020, name brand wipes were impossible to find for months. Equate was back in stock within 3 weeks. People don't trust store brands for bathroom products. That's why they stay available. Number 11 is something I use daily and most people ignore. Great value black pepper, 6-ounce shaker, $2.12. McCormick black pepper, same size, costs $6.48. You're paying 3 times more for pepper that tastes identical because it comes from the same regions, processed the same way. Pepper is pepper. It's not a proprietary blend. It's ground peppercorns. I cook dinner 6 nights a week. I use pepper in almost everything. Eggs, pasta, roasted vegetables, soups, marinades, salad dressings. 1 shaker lasts me about 6 weeks. That's roughly 9 shakers a year. Total cost with great value, $19. With McCormick, $58. I'm saving $39 a year on 1 spice. Now multiply that across your whole spice cabinet. Cumin, garlic powder, oregano, paprika. If you switch every spice to great value, you're saving $300 a year minimum. People buy McCormick because the brand has been around forever, and the bottles look professional. Yeah, you're paying for nostalgia and packaging. The spice inside is commodity grade either way. Here's one that's criminally underrated. Number 12. Equate brand triple antibiotic ointment, 2-ounce tube, $3.47. Neosporin, same size, costs $9.97. Same 3 active ingredients. Bacitracin, neomycin, polymyxin, B, Same concentrations, same healing results. I keep a tube in every first aid kit. One in my bathroom, one in my garage, one in my camping gear. I've used it on cuts, scrapes, blisters, burns, cracked skin. Heals just as fast as Neosporin ever did. Here's the thing. The FDA regulates active ingredients in over-the-counter medications strictly. Equate has to match Neosporin's formula to be sold as a generic equivalent. You're getting the exact same medicine for a third of the price. Most people grab Neosporin because it's the name their parents used. Brand loyalty in medicine costs you hundreds over a lifetime for zero added benefit. When first aid supplies flew off shelves during the pandemic, Neosporin was gone for weeks. Equate was restocked constantly because demand stayed low. Smart shoppers knew. Most didn't. This is one of those boring essentials that adds up fast. Number 13. Great Value Dish Soap. Blue Original Scent. 90-ounce bottle. $4.64. Dawn Ultra. Same size. Costs $8.97. I used Dawn exclusively for a decade. Thought it was the only soap that cut grease properly. Then I ran out one night, had a sink full of greasy pans, grabbed Great Value out of desperation. Miscut through baked-on cheese and oil just as well. I've been using it for 2 years now. Same degreasing power, same suds, same clean rinse. One bottle lasts me about 7 weeks. That's 7 bottles a year. Great Value costs me $32 annually. Dawn would cost me $62. That's $30 saved on dish soap alone. Here's the move. Buy 2 bottles at a time. Keep the backup under the sink. You'll never run out and you'll never panic. Buy the expensive stuff. When shortages happen, people hoard Dawn because the brand feels reliable. Great Value stays available because it's overlooked. That's your advantage. Number 14 is a total sleeper. Equate brand hydrocortisone cream, 1%, 1 ounce tube, $3.22. Cortisone 10, same strength and size, costs $8.34. This is another FDA-regulated medication. The active ingredient, hydrocortisone, must be exactly 1% in both products to be labeled as such. I use this for bug bites, rashes, minor skin irritations, eczema flare-ups. Works the same as cortisone every single time. I bought a tube 14 months ago. Still have a third of it left because a little goes a long way. People spend $50 a year on name brand hydrocortisone for itches that could be handled with $12 of Equate. The markup on branded topical medications is insane because companies know people trust what they recognize. You're not paying for better medicine. You're paying for commercials and shelf space. Next time skincare aisles get cleared out, the cortisone will vanish. Equate will still be sitting there because nobody thinks to check the store brand. This one is practical and ridiculous at the same time. Number 15. Great Value Sandwich Bags, box of 280 bags, $4.38. Ziploc sandwich bags, same count, cost $9.47. These are plastic bags. They hold sandwiches. That's it. There is no premium technology here. I pack lunches 5 days a week. Kidsy sandwiches, snacks, cut fruit, crackers, cheese sticks. I go through about 15 bags a week. That's around 60 bags a month, 720 a year. With Great Value, I buy 3 boxes annually for $13. With Ziploc, I'd spend $28. You're paying 15 extra bucks a year for a yellow and blue logo on a box. The bags seal the same. They're the same thickness. They keep food fresh identically. Here's the truth. Yet people buy Ziploc because it's what their parents bought. It's muscle memory at the store. Nobody stops to compare. When plastic supply shortages happen, name brands disappear within days. Store brands restock faster because factories prioritize house label contracts. You'll have bags when others don't. Here's something people sleep on completely. Number 16. Equate brand cotton swabs, 625 count box, $4.66. Q-Tips brand, same count, costs $10.92. Cotton swabs are cotton wrapped around a paper stick. There is no patented innovation here. I use them for makeup correction, cleaning small electronics, applying ointments, cleaning tight corners, art projects with my kids. 1 box lasts my family about 5 months. That's 2 boxes a year. Great value costs $9. Q-tips would cost $21. You're saving $12 annually on cotton swabs. It sounds small, but add up every single generic swap in this video, and you're saving over $800 a year. That's a mortgage payment, a car payment, a vacation. People don't think about it because each item feels insignificant. But insignificant times, 17 items times 10 years, is real money. Q-tips sells on legacy. The name is so iconic it became the generic term for the product. You're paying a premium to say Q-tip instead of cotton swab. When personal care shortages happen, Q-tips are the first to go. Equate stays stocked. Last one, and it's a total no-brainer, number 17. Great value, all-purpose flour, 10-pound bag, $4.24. Gold medal flour, same weight. Y'all costs $7.63. Flour is flour. It's milled wheat. There are no secret ingredients. I bake bread, cookies, pancakes, pizza dough, biscuits, pie crust. I go through about one 10-pound bag per month. That's 12 bags a year. Great value costs $50 annually. Gold medal costs $91. I'm saving $41 a year on flour by switching brands. The bake quality is identical. Same rise, same texture, same taste. I've won bake-offs using Great Value flour, and nobody knew. Here's the kicker. When baking surged during lockdowns, name brand flour was sold out for months. Great Value flour was harder to find, but restocked 3 times faster. Walmart prioritizes their house brands in supply chain logistics. They control the contracts. They move inventory faster. As buying store brand doesn't just save money, it gives you better access during shortages. While everyone else is paying double for brands they recognize, you now know 17 items that are cheaper, identical in quality, and will actually still be available when the next shortage hits. Drop a comment and tell me which one of these you're grabbing first. I want to know if you've been using any of these already, or if this is brand new information. Next week, I'm breaking down the 10 products everyone thinks are must-haves but are actually a complete waste of money and space. If you think you're a smart shopper, that video is going to surprise you. You don't want to miss it. I want to take a step back here because I realize this isn't just about saving money on individual items. There's something deeper happening when you understand how retail actually works. For 6 years, I've watched patterns repeat. I've seen what happens when people rely on influencers and social media to tell them what to buy. Shelves empty, prices spike, people panic. Meanwhile, the person who walked past the overlooked items 3 weeks earlier is sitting at home completely unbothered, fully stocked, having spent a fraction of what everyone else did. This knowledge is something you keep using forever. These 17 items, they're not going anywhere. Walmart isn't discontinuing Equate or Great Value because they own those brands. The supply is stable, the prices stay low, the quality stays consistent. But here's what I want you to really understand. This isn't about being cheap. This isn't about refusing to spend money on things that matter. This is about spending intelligently. This is about recognizing marketing manipulation when you see it and choosing not to participate. This is about having options when everyone else is fighting over the last name brand bottle on the shelf. Think about the cumulative effect here. If you implement even half of these swaps, you're looking at $500 saved per year. $500. That's money that could go towards something that actually improves your life. A gym membership, a cooking class, a weekend trip, an emergency fund that makes you feel secure, a down payment on something important. Instead, most people hand that $500 to corporations that spent millions convincing them that their logo means something, that their brand is superior. That paying triple is somehow worth it because of nostalgia or conditioning or habit. I'm not here to shame anyone for shopping the way they do. For years, I was that person. I walked into Target and bought whatever the display told me to buy. I went to CVS and grabbed name brands because I trusted them. I thought store brands were somehow inferior. I was completely wrong. The moment I actually tested these products against each other, compared ingredient lists, read regulations, the illusion fell apart. Every single time, the store brand matched the name, brand. Every single time. What changed everything for me was refusing to accept marketing as truth. I started asking why something cost more. I started reading labels instead of just reading logos. I started questioning the assumption that higher price means higher quality. Most of the time it doesn't. especially not in these 17 categories where regulation and manufacturing standards make variation almost impossible. The resources I mentioned earlier, the 17-item list with exact prices and where to find them, that's in the description below. Print it out, take it to Walmart. Actually do the comparison yourself. Don't trust me. Don't trust the influencer pushing the name brand. Don't trust the marketing. Trust your own eyes. See how identical these products are. Read the ingredient lists. Check the concentrations. You'll figure out what I figured out. And listen, I get that there are absolutely categories where brand matters, where you might pay more for something because the quality genuinely is different. This video isn't saying everything at Walmart is a perfect replacement. It's saying these 17 specific categories are where you're getting ripped off if you don't know better. There are plenty of areas where spending more makes sense, but this isn't one of them. The other thing I want to mention is that none of this is a secret. Walmart's entire business model depends on their house brands being quality products at lower prices. That's how they undercut Target and Amazon on price. That's how they've built their customer base. The brands like Equate and Great Value exist because Walmart contracts with manufacturers to produce identical formulations, to name brands, and just put a different label on it. It's not shadowy, it's not hidden, it's openly how modern retail works. Most people just never connect the dots. So here's what I want you to do starting today. Look at your cart differently. That's when you reach for something, pause. Ask yourself why you're picking that brand. Is it because you've actually tested it? Is it because you saw it on TikTok? Is it because your parent bought it? Is it because you're afraid to try the alternative? Be honest with yourself. Then go look at the Walmart equivalent. Read the label, check the price, calculate the annual savings. You might be shocked. I've been doing this for 6 years, and I'm still finding new items where I'm overpaying. Recently, I realized I was buying name brand pain relievers when Equate was sitting right next to it. Bought the switch, worked identically. Found another $50 a year of savings I didn't know I had. It never stops if you stay aware. Thank you for watching this far. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. I'm consistently breaking down ways to save money, ways to stop wasting time on things that don't matter, and ways to actually build something that feels secure. Next week, like I mentioned, I'm going through 10 products that everyone thinks they need but actually don't. They're taking up space in your home. They're costing you money. You probably bought them because someone online told you to. That video is going to feel eye-opening when you realize how much money you've already spent on things you didn't need. Drop a comment down below telling me which of these 17 items you're trying first. Are you a loyal name brand person, or have you already figured out the store brand game? Let me know. I read those comments, and I'm genuinely curious who's already been saving money this way, and who's about to completely change how they shop. Oh, either way,